WeVideo is my favorite tool on the Chromebook. Here are some reasons why you should use it. The first time you log into WeVideo, it's best to go to tinyurl.com/WeVideoRCPS. This ensures that you get into the paid subscription of WeVideo the first time. Then we're going to click Join with an existing account and then log in with Google. Once you've done that one time, the next time you want to log into WeVideo, you can just go to WeVideo.com and click Sign in with Google right there. This is our dashboard. It just shows you the last recent videos you've been editing and some options you can do. One of the best ways to start a project is by clicking the Projects tab at the top. Think of projects like a folder. It's going to show all the projects you've done in the past. In the bottom right corner is a blue plus button. When you click on it, click Create a New Project and give your project a title. You don't have to do the description unless you want to. And then you have three choices. You can do a personal, which means you are the only one editing and doing this project. You can do collaborative, which means you are actually working together in a group to edit and make this video. Or you can do share, which means all of you are sharing your video, your pictures, your media, but you're making individual videos. For this example, I'm going to do personal, and I'm going to click Next. It's going to show me clips that I put in before. I'm just going to click Next, and then I'm going to click Create Video. We are now ready to start making our project. You'll notice there are some layers there. You have Audio 1 layer at the bottom, you have Video 1 layer, and you have Video 2 layer. We can add more layers as we need them. So we're going to first start at the menu at the top, which says Stock Media, has a star beside it. WeVideo has over 1 million non-copyrighted pictures, videos, sounds that you can use for your projects. So I'm doing my project about biking. I'm going to search for that. And I'm going to drag my video clips down to Video 1 layer. As a general rule, you want to keep your videos and pictures in the Video 1 layer so that you can put text and other stuff that you want to put in Video 2. So I'm going to put one video there. Notice in your search results, the times come up about how long they are. They're in seconds. The videos come up first. If you scroll down, you should get down to the pictures. So we'll put some pictures in here. If I want to make a picture longer, because I want it to take more time, you can see it goes from 12 to 14, so it's about 4 seconds. Maybe I want it longer, so I can click and drag it, and it's showing me there how long it is. The other thing you can do is, let's say this video clip is too long. I can go to a point where I want to get rid of part of it. I click in the video clip that I want to cut part of it, and you have a little scissors. You click on that little blue scissors icon and it splits it, and then you click on whichever parts you want to delete and hit the delete key on your keyboard. Of course, then you got to move your other pictures and media back to make them lined up again. So to see what I have so far, you can hit the space bar, it's going to play it, and you can hit the space bar to stop it. One other thing I should mention, in the bottom right corner you have a zoom tool, which is really handy when you are working and you want to get to an exact second or precise of where you want to cut or do something. Okay, the next thing I want to show you is my media at the top left there of your screen. So we're going to click on there. This is where you can import your own audio, pictures, video to put in your movie. So I'm going to go ahead and hit import. And you can get it right off of Google Drive, or you can hit browse to select. And I'm going to get a bike picture that I downloaded from a non-copyrighted website. Hit open. Now when you do import, it is going to have a little blue line going across showing it's rendering. So just be patient. When it's done, then you can drag it down and put it in your timeline in Video 1 layer. Any students can use their own pictures and videos in this project. So if they took them on their cell phone, I would advise them to put the free Google Drive app on their phone so they can upload to Google Drive and input it straight into WeVideo. You can also record. Right here's the record button. Just like Loom, you can record from your video camera on your Chromebook or computer. That would be your webcam. You can do your screen, or you can do both, which is similar to Loom, where it shows a little picture of you while it shows your screen. The other thing that's pretty neat is you can narrate. So I can click on narrate, and I can do like a voice-over of my pictures or video. So it's going to count down for me. I'm excited that they're thinking about putting a Rails to Trail bike trail from Broadway all the way to Strasbourg. We'll see if it happens. You can play it to see if you like it, record it again, or I can click save. Now when you do that, it is going to save in another layer called VoiceOver, and then you can move this wherever you want it. One other thing I should point out is this does save automatically, just like Google Docs, but just in case you're worried and don't want to lose anything, you can hit the 3 lines at the top left of your screen and hit save. And that way you know it's saved. Okay, the next menu we're going to look at is backgrounds. So let's click on backgrounds. There's a whole bunch of these. Notice there are some sub-menus that have solids or overlays. You know, you can get some cool stuff there, or frames. This is really good if you want to put in text. So I am going to choose one of these and put some text in. So maybe we'll do this one. I'm going to put in the bottom layer, the Video 1 layer. And now we're going to move on to text right here. So there's a couple different places you can put text. One is they get you all these different options. So you can see there's a lot of options here. Don't forget to look at the subtext here. They have static. They also have in season. These are pretty cool. And they have callouts. For example, let's say I want to point out where the bike is, or I want to do a little arrow call out. I could drag this over top of my picture or video clip. I can double click it and then type what I want. I could change the size, the font, whatever. I can also do some animation if I wanted to. Just to show you how that would look, I'm going to put it down here and it's going to end there, just so you can see the animation. And let's hit Save Changes. So if I hit the space bar to see what I have, we can also put text just by themselves. And that would just be by itself. One other trick I want to show you is you can make your own scrolling text, which is pretty cool. So I am going to go to static, and I am going to find my end credits, put them down there. I'm going to double click so I can edit them. I'll just put my name in there. And now we're going to hit this animation tab. So I want this to start at the bottom, but I want it to end right there. So I'm going to hit Save Changes, and now when I hit the space bar to play it, you're going to see your scrolling text. Let's look at transitions. So there's a transition tab at the top. Transitions are what you do between clips. There's a whole bunch of options. Don't forget the sub-menus on the left. You have different folders and options there. These you drag between the clips. So it can be between video clips or text or whatever. You want to see what it looks like, you just go back, hit the space bar. You're going to see that transition. Pretty simple there. And last but not least, let's look at audio. So we got some audio there. They also have some other folders on the left. Mondays aren't usually the best, happiest day, so let's try a Happy Monday one. So I'm going to drag my Monday happy music down. Notice my music goes longer than my pictures and videos, so I need to cut it. So I'm going to go to the end. I'm going to click in the music box, so it's highlighted with the orange box, and then I'm going to click the little scissors, And then I can click on the part I want to get rid of and hit the delete key on my keyboard. If I play this, I'm excited that it's a little hard to hear me talking in the background. So we need to lower the volume of the music so you can hear me. So there's a blue line that shows you the volume. If you click on it, I generally like to take it down to about 10% or close to it. We'll do 12. And you can then choose when it starts going back up. If I scroll down, I can see, okay, I stop. So we'll put this down to 12 here. Having trouble getting exactly 12, but we'll leave it there and then it will go back up. So to show you what this looks like, we'll do that. Strasbourg. We'll see if it happens. And then slowly my music will get louder. One other tip, there is more music available to you. It's not in the audio, it's actually in the My Media, and it's under Shared, and it's called RCBS Royalty-Free Music, which means non-copyrighted music you're welcome to use as well as your students. You open that up, and there's a couple hundred songs in there. Feel free to download, play them, and use them. Want to share some other pretty cool tips you can do here. You can also do green screen. So let's go back to stock media. And we're going to search for path. And let's find a path that we like. Oh, let's do this one. We're going to put that in video 1. And then we're going to search for handsome fitness man. I chose the search term because it got exactly what I wanted, to find a background that was all one color. Here's my guy that I want, and I'm going to put him in video 2. So I'm going to double click the one that I want to get rid of the background. I'm going to click on this little person icon right here in the top left called color keying. And I'm going to click in the top left of this eyedropper icon. And basically wherever I click, it's going to get rid of that color. So if I click, it's going to get rid of that color. Notice it took a little bit too much away. So you have this what's called defringe, and you can slowly put the colors back until you're happy with it. It's not perfect, but it works pretty well. So I'm relatively happy with that. I'm going to hit Save Changes, and now notice my guy's now running in the woods. Here's another picture, and we're going to put that there. Now I want to make the outline of that guy the background of whatever I want. And I'm going to make it the background of the forest just to show you this example. So I'm going to double click it, get my eyedropper, which is under the person icon, and I'm going to click the black, and now that is what's going to show running in the background. We're going to put a picture in a picture, sort of like a TV broadcast where you have a picture or video in the top right corner where you can talk about what you're doing the news about. It's relatively easy to do. So let's I'll go back to my biking, and I'm going to we'll put this guy as the main one, and then in the top right of that, we're going to put a bike race. Now whatever you put in video 2 overshadows whatever's below it. So to show both of them, you double click the one that's on top. We're going to go to these 3-line icon, and then we're going to do what's called scale, which you're going to make it smaller. And once you make it smaller, you can click on it and move it wherever you want. And we can hit Save Changes, so when I hit the space bar to play it, you have both videos or pictures showing at the same time, which makes it like a TV broadcast. So let's say we're done. We're going to hit the Finish button in the top right corner. Give it a title. Click Set. I recommend always using HD so it's high quality and looks great. I also recommend always clicking the Google Drive icon. Make sure it's blue. It may ask you to sign into Google one time, and I don't like mine to be public, so I uncheck that. Then I click Export. It's going to take a couple minutes, and then it will put in your Google Drive. Students can then share that with the teacher, or they can upload it to Schoology. You do not have to keep this window open. You can actually go back and start editing or doing other things on your computer, and when the video is done, it will just appear in Google Drive. Please visit this website to see a collection of ideas, lesson plans, and video tutorials.